Hey everybody, it's Gypsy and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. So I was just listening to one of my favorite channels called Grow Joyfully, and she was talking about being prepared, like food-wise and stuff. That's the one area I'm pretty good at being prepared with that. Um, but when I'm not good, because we have a small house here and not a big kitchen, and I've got things crammed everywhere. So I have to kind of like do an inventory. But she was talking about what stuff do you put up? You can freeze. Some people do. I guess you could do flash freeze, which I don't know how to do that. And then that, the bag where it vacuum seals, people do that, stuff like that. Um, yeah, dehydrating, things like that. And so what I typically do with whatever I grow, if I have extra, um, if I get a good price from a farmer, I will put my stuff up. I will can it, and I do water bath canning. And beat me up all you want, but I do the old-fashioned way, the way my great-grandmothers did. If you do it right, you're good. Okay, you just got to know how to do it right. So that is mostly what I do. I do a lot of dehydrating. I had some tomatoes I'm dehydrating right now in my dehydrator. And I do have a little bit of stuff in the freezer. Things like Brussels sprouts. I have found I do not like those canned. So those I have just gone with, freezing those, which kind of bothers me because, this house is all electric. So it's like, well, first of all, I'm working on getting my generator fixed. The guy who owns the flea market where I vend, I was telling him, looking for somebody to fix my generator. So he told me, and then of course I get sick, but anyways, he told me to snap a picture of my generator and show it to him. So he's going to fix my generator. This way I have that. So we have well water. There are certain things, all right, the well water, we have to get the well up, but I would love to have get one of those alternatives where you can kind of like hand pump your water up instead of having to rely on an electric pump all the time. It's fine for when there's not an emergency, but when there is, how are you going to get your water up? Now, we did during the last storm. We were able to hook up the pump to the generator, and that worked. But then you've got, all right, the stove is electric. Ladies, I'm telling you, my mother was right. Horrible stoves, horrible. Anyways, you've got that in your refrigerator, and then if you want hot water heater, then you're going to have to run that. So you have to consider those kind of things. My specialty is the food. That's where what can I do to save this, preserve this, that we can use in, later down the road in some way. Like right now I have tomatoes that I'm dehydrating, and I'm just going to do that with those. The last batch of tomatoes I dehydrated, I made tomato powder out of. And I'm thinking I might make more because this stuff is amazing. I made a batch of sauce after that, and I used tomato powder in my sauce. Oh, what a rich, delicious, beautiful sauce it made. Oh my God. So I'm always going to be growing enough tomatoes and making enough tomato powder to last me the entire year. Now, my issue is organization. I have to go through and take an inventory of what I have, and it's a lot. A lot. And it's all over the place, all over the house. But that's what I have to do. But yeah, just Sherry got me to thinking about this because I was just watching her video on preparedness. Got the preparedness now. It's my organization. It's like, I don't know, my Capricorn rising is letting me down lately, but I think it's just because I've been sick. So let's see, what else would you want? I mean, you want to make sure you have enough gas, like gas cans filled, stuff like that. Like we have a few vehicles and we've got the generator stuff, you know, you got to think about stuff like that. When I lived on the road, I learned a lot. I did. I lived off grid for 4 years by choice on the road. The kids are using the travel trailer now, but the travel trailer had a little refrigerator. And this refrigerator, if you were hooked up to shore power, like at a campground, you can have the refrigerator run on electricity or propane. So the propane worked really good for me because I was always off grid. But you need to think of alternatives. All right, what runs by gas? Can I get something run solar? Can I get something run by propane? I wish my generator was like kind of like a hybrid gas, propane, solar. That would be cool. That would be something to look into. But anyways, you know, for me, this is a cool hobby, but it also pays to be prepared. Do I sit around worrying and fretting all the time? Mm-mm. No, I live my life. I love doing this stuff, that's all. So, but you know, just think about those stuff. What might I need in case of an emergency? Okay, because I mean, like right now, everybody in the South, in the Southeast with the hurricane. It's an emergency, let me tell you. So just some food for thought. I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.